My name is Bruce Pon. I'm one of the founders of Ocean Protocol. Ocean Protocol allows people to buy and share data securely while preserving privacy. We want Ocean to become the connective tissue for a new data economy. And we see a world where data is an asset that is fairly priced, where people can share their data safely and receive compensation. We also see Ocean as the interaction layer between AI researchers and data owners. Anyone can publish the data, anybody can consume the data, no matter where you are on Earth. And it's a very simple concept. We are looking forward to having thousands of marketplaces spring up around the data economy, and then millions of people to start to discover the data and start using it to solve many of the problems that the world faces. This space innovates at such a high speed that it boggles the mind. The ideas that are tried out, built in software, and then released into real world use cases happens every few weeks. And so what we're finding is that every month or so, there's a new topic that catches people's imagination. So for instance, I believe this month and last month, it was non-fungible tokens, NFTs. Before that, there was huge excitement around multi-chain interoperability. And then before that, it was about the narrative of, for instance, Bitcoin and all that sort of stuff. And so we find that a lot of the ideas that, in theory, a lot of people have been talking about for the last decades about giving people more control, taking power away from central authorities, trying out different ways to reward people for their intellectual property with royalties and stuff like that. Trying out different mathematical formulas for how you can create new financial systems. All of them are now being able to be tested on top of the blockchain rails because blockchain allows that capability. And what's exciting is that even 4 years ago, I was giving talks about the idea that blockchain would be a general purpose technology. And general purpose technologies are relatively rare in humankind. There's only been about 30 of them. But when you find a general purpose technology, it is first confusing at first because you can imagine all the value that comes out of this general purpose technology, but it's really hard because you can't shoehorn it into the existing systems. But the beauty of a general purpose technology is that once people start to understand it, it starts getting integrated into the fabric of systems. It starts rejigging the processes, the technology, and the governance around certain areas that it touches. And then you unlock an explosion of new ideas and potential value for humankind. And that's what's the indicators are showing for blockchain technology, is that it's because of the nature of blockchain, it unlocks all these ideas that we've been having about value, digital scarcity, digital ownership, identity, and a whole bunch of ideas. And so this is what's really exciting for me in this space. We have now tens of thousands of innovators, developers, and participants in this ecosystem who are experimenting with this in real time at a clock speed that is mind-boggling. We see that the mission of Swash aligns very closely with Ocean. It's about getting people's data in a way that has their consent, has the conditions of how they feel comfortable to share the data, but also the main point is also providing an economic incentive for them to do so. The ability for people to monetize their data, I think, is going to be a fundamental pillar of an emerging data economy that allows for agency of anybody on Earth, anywhere. And so I think that part of the mission aligns very closely with what Ocean is trying to do.